My name is Andrea Bellini. I'm representing Telespazio. I'm leading the commercial department. So I'm deeply interested in all these new programs here in this conference. So it's a perfect environment here where to exchange and do some good networking. Telespazio is a service company. Beside the services, is also doing the ground infrastructure, which are then necessary to operate the services, to operate the satellite, to provide the final services. Thus, we started from the beginning. Telespazio was born in 1961, so it's quite an aged company, but we're still pioneer. We're still at the edge. We are following all the trends, innovation. So we started working with the European Commission from the beginning. So we are in all the flagship programs. So starting from Copernicus, previously GMS, we are working on that program by anchoring the signals on the ground and by providing all kinds of support to operate certain missions. There are a lot of satellites, a lot of missions, and that is Copernicus. Then we can certainly mention Galileo. Galileo is a very important program as well. Telespazio hosts one of the two control centers of the constellation. The other one is in Germany. So we are hosting the sites, we are operating this control center, and we are providing all kinds of services to maintain the satellites in fully operational conditions. Then we are coming to the new programs. Of course, related to Galileo is also EGNOS, where we have more or less the same role. But then is coming IRIS². So IRIS² is a new program. Everyone is excited, and we are looking forward to these programs to cooperate with the Space Rights Consortium, with the European Commission, to provide all kind of services. One of the control centers of the constellation, by the way, will be also in Fucino, in our teleport, in our premises. There will be 3 control centers for the constellation. One will be in our premises, and that will constitute a large European compound that deals with Galileo, but also with IRIS² in the future. Before, let's say, all these services were born vertically: Earth observation, telecommunication, navigation. Now the trend is to interconnect, to be transversal to these different programs. And of course, this enabled the creation of new services. So Telespazio is already providing services for the benefits of the community, which integrates all of them. I just can do some example, for instance, precision farming, where you combine the navigation with the Earth observation and with the telecommunication to provide the service. Other examples of benefits, it's, for instance, for civil protection, to monitor certain emergencies, because in that case you can be capillary in the place where the emergency is. You can monitor it with the Earth observation data. We can transfer through the telecommunication all the data, and everything will be more effective. The other example, of course, since at least 10 years, we are working with applications, because Telespazio is also working in the far downstream segment, the part of the value chain. So providing application which exploits all these, we call 3 domains, but now there are new domains, but these 3 domains are now fully integrated. In this case, I have to say that Telespazio is a service company, as I mentioned before, which does also ground infrastructure, but there is an increased cooperation with the manufacturers, because we are firmly convinced that to meet user needs for all the stakeholders, let's say private, but also institutionals, everyone which is interested in space-based services, you need to collaborate from the beginning. You need to design the mission from the beginning together with the manufacturer, because then the satellite, when it comes, it will be a perfect tool to fully provide services that can really serve the needs. So Telespazio, by working on the field and by dialoguing with the end users, can take the requirements, injecting these requirements in the mission definition, talking to the manufacturer in order to have the right objects to be built, the right tool, and then enlarge the possibility to have research and development, joint groups doing research and development together, providing those infrastructure and test beds to test the effectiveness of the services, if they are really the service that the user needs. And it's the right direction, and we are going in this direction.